Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Grab near the sticks. It's Daniels. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll run the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2 runs, and this defense has been physical, giving up absolutely nothing. Palmer, what's your passing play I think you go to here?
No, I like moving the pocket at this point, Pollack, and also maybe thinking about the tight end on a crossing route. You can kind of get through the traffic, come out the other side.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the Utah Utes offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to run, it's Parker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Calls his own number. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
This is why Lysackle's one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Finds a little space. There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Touchdown, Utah! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll open the second half with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing it in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to pass, it's Beck. Finds his man. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Fletcher. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Calls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the... And that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Utes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
The Utes are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. The jet sweep pass. Past the 40. Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Utes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Daniels. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Still looking on the move. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Hand off from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Dampier. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find...
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, that's a killer. 2nd and inches, you want to take a shot and make a big play, but now it turns a 3rd down situation that could have been really good to a 3rd and long, and this offense now has to execute at a high level.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UAB.
To the ground with the back.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Makes the grab down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Quarterback keeps it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Back to throw. It's Beck. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This for the lead and very likely the win. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee.